In my 40 years of playing and teaching guitar, these are the 7 most powerful guitar hacks that every guitarist should know. And I'll tell you why. So those 7 things are, and I'll explain these in detail, the cage system, springboards, adjacent string trick, zigzag method, major scale / number system, how to find the tonic, and bar chords. Okay, so let me tell you why each one of these things will absolutely, why they are the most powerful hacks, okay? And for all the details of these, you'll want to check out the description of this video, because we're not going to go into the ins and outs of all these because they're quite extensive. But we're going to talk about the basics of them here, okay? So first off, the cage system. The cage system is a system for taking the 5 basic major chord shapes of C, A, G, E, and D, and having the ability to take those chords, play them up and down the neck, so that, let's say if I wanted to play a G chord, I could play it in many different ways very quickly. If you don't know the cage system, it's indispensable, and it will absolutely help you with understanding how to capo the guitar, how to play different chords or different structures and what have you, because you have these different forms of the chords, how to play multiple guitar parts in different voicings, so many different reasons why you may want to know the cage system, okay? Number 2 is fretboard springboard. So what I mean by this is there are places that you need to know on the neck. You need to know what those notes are immediately, because they actually allow you to springboard off into other things. If you don't know what they are, then you won't have the ability to do this. Much like a cornerstone or a benchmark or something that we can grab onto in order to determine the distance of something else, these springboards will allow you to do such. So for instance, knowing the names of the open strings, E, A, D, G, B, E, starting from the lowest string, E, A, D, G, B, E, and then also knowing that the 12th fret is E, A, D, G, B, E. Knowing how to tune our guitar with the 5th fret method will allow you to know immediately what the note is here, what it is here, what it is at the 24th fret, what it is at the 5th fret, because of the tuning method that I just mentioned. I can't go into all the details of that right now, but the 5th fret, the 17th fret, because 5 plus 12 is 17, and anything we do in one part of the neck, 12 frets up, is the exact same notes. So those are what I call springboards. Here on YouTube, search YourGuitarSage Springboards, or description of this video, check out for that link, okay? Number 3 is the adjacent string trick. Okay, so this adjacent string trick basically is using octaves, but a lot of people don't understand this concept because it's more than just octaves. It's that whatever we do on a specific 2 set of strings, we can do on the other 2 sets of strings. Now this only works with strings 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 5 and 6. Now you might say, well, that's all the strings. Right, it is, but what I'm saying is in comparison to each other. So for instance, we couldn't use strings 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. It's not going to line up that way. It only works if I'm doing, say, playing like a blues riff here on strings 1 and 2. I could easily go on strings 3 and 4, and on 5 and 6, I could play that same lick. Truly understanding this concept will give you the ability to understand the neck in ways that a lot of other methods don't allow you to do. So understanding that will help a ton. Okay, the zigzag method. So if you are familiar with the 1, 4, 5, if we're playing our scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, right? Knowing the 1, the 4, and the 5 are very valuable, because if you know those, number 1, they are the most used chords out of any chords, the 1, the 4, and the 5, as based off of those notes. So for instance, in the key of G, the G, the C, and the D are going to be the chords that are used most in that particular key. If we were in the key of A, the A, the D, and the E would be the chords used most if you were to analyze millions of songs, you'll find that those chords appear the most. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 1, 4, 5. So using this methodology, we can easily find where the 1, 4, 5 is at all the time off of that 6th string. If this is our 1, the 4 is always right underneath it, and the 5 is always a whole step above it. Of course, that's a guitar that's tuned to standard tuning. Okay. Now, what's even cooler is off the 5th string. Let's say we're at this D here, and we were wanting to the 1, 4, 5 in the key of D. The cool thing about the 5th string is we can find it on the string below it and the string above it. Okay, so here we go. So here's the 1, right below it's the 4, and again, the 5 is one whole step above that. The other way that we can do this is on the lower string here, we'll find the 5 right here and the 4 right here. Okay. Now, if you follow that link for the description, in the description of the video, I'll show you that little pattern. So it allows us to find the 1, 4, and 5 at any point in any key. Not only is it the most popular tones used in songs throughout history, you're going to find the most popular chords, and if you know where the 1, 4, 5 are at, you're only one scale step away from all the other notes. So again, it's a springboard in ways. Okay, understanding the major scale is super important, right? Not just being able to play it, but understand what it means in context to diatonic harmony, which is used in every genre of music, okay? At least anything that's not atonal or 12 tones. So blues, rock, jazz, country, etc. It uses diatonic harmony. And understanding at least the very minimum is what each major scale step represents as far as chords. Let me give that to you right now. In every major key and in every minor key, you could follow it this way. So starting off from the 1, you'll have the major, and if you start from the 6, you'll have all the minor keys. Don't worry about that. If that goes over your head, here you go. In a major key, any major key, I'm starting from the 1 here of G. So if we know our scale, but if we follow this and we play chords for every single one of those notes, the chords in a major key, 100% of the time, if you're following diatonic harmony, are major 1, minor 2, minor 3, major 4, major 5, minor 6, diminished 7. Write it down or follow the links and you'll get it. So for instance, if we're playing the chord scale, we have major 1, minor 2, minor 3, major 4, major 5, minor 6, diminished 7, major 1. This works for every single major key, and understanding this is super helpful when we're trying to transcribe songs or determine what chords are being played, because 99% of the time they're going to match this little context here, okay? So make sure you know that. Number 6 is how to quickly find the tonic, or the key of a song, okay? So the key of a song is absolutely so important, like the sun in the center of the solar system where all the planets revolve around it. The tonic, if you don't know that, or the key of the song, then you're not gonna know much of anything else. It's the subject matter of everything else. It determines what notes are gonna be played, or what notes are most likely gonna be played, what chords are most likely going to be played. And without it, you don't have any sort of north. Understanding the tonic, which is usually the very first chord of the song, oftentimes the last chord of the song. I always say you're a detective when it comes to this, because there's many different things that you could look at that might determine the tonic. Not all of them are going to give you the right answer, but collectively they're going to point you more towards the direction of the tonic. So first chord, last note of a chorus, the collection of notes that are available. So none of them have sharps or flats. It's probably in the key of C or A minor, just as an example. The chords as they appear, we find a G major, a C major, and a D major. It's most likely in the key of G. C, the number system chords that I just mentioned to you. Understand the tonic and understand how to find the tonic. Again, click on that link in the description of the video if you want to know more about that. The last one, number 7, is bar chords. You absolutely need to know bar chords because they 12x anything that you're doing in the open position, right? Any major chord can be moved up the fretboard to all 12 keys. Any minor chord, any 7th chord, any 6th chord, it doesn't matter. There's a way to move it up the fretboard, okay? So understand your bar chords, at least understand the concept of it and how you can do that in case you need to play a chord further up the neck. Friends, I'm here for you. I'm passionate about your success. Please let me know how I can help you. Comments below, like and subscribe. Take advantage of the 36 most powerful guitar lessons that you'll ever experience right here for you, friends. I'll see you in the next video.